22nd, special Commissioner Court meeting. I appreciate everybody being online. I appreciate everybody being here. I'll call the meeting to order. We do have a quorum, and acknowledge any guests that's online or here in our presence. And we're to deliberate 6 items, and we're going to discuss 3 of them, and then probably go into executive session for a while, and then come back and do the results. So the first one is discuss and approve the purchase of used Tahoe for the sheriff department. That's Mr. Rose.
Yes, as I'm sure most of you know, we had our car stolen, wrecked, and we already were down to where we didn't have a spare car, and it becomes necessary for us under emergency situations to go ahead and purchase this car. I talked to the judge, I talked to the auditor. We have purchased that thing. We used the money out of that same vehicle got totaled about 3 months ago, and they paid us $19,000 something, and we got to keep the car. We got it fixed for $9,000 plus. And to make a long story short, we got like $9,000 put back in the account from the other one, and we used that $9,000 to purchase this Tahoe. It's a 2014 Tahoe with 110,000 miles. I talked to the chief of police in Edna down in, out of Corpus. Says it's a good car, just got lots of miles on it. And so we went on and purchased it. And I need your permission to buy it.
Just approve the purchase.
Just approve the purchase, that's it.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion was made by Dick Bombi, second by Bill Porter, that will approve the purchase of the Tahoe for the sheriff's department. As any discussion? All in favor? 5 votes. Number 2 is discussion of appropriate authorize county clerk to serve on behalf of Newton County as a voting member of the East Texas Rural Transportation Planning Organization. This is an organization that's where Newton County has been left out of this voting member, so I'm asking y'all for permission to be on this board.
So moved.
Second.
What you gonna get us?
All I can.
You learned that from Tick, did you?
Bill Porter, second by Rick White. Any discussion? All in favor? 5 votes. Number 3, we're going to skip, and number 4, we're going to skip. We're going to move down to number 5, and just discuss the appropriate knowledge approval of DSW housing determination.
Right. I'm doing the meeting.
Contract with Newton County. And Ms. Liz, you want to come around and bring us up to speed on that?
My sister's over there laughing at me. Last week, Judge had a conversation, week before last, Judge had a conversation with Mr. Matero and Nick with DSW Homes about just their progress, because we had put one of their demos on hold. And Judge told them that, go ahead and work on what they got, and when they finished the ones that were in progress, that we would give them further instruction. So like the next day, I think Mr. Matero came back and visited with Judge, and they had a conversation about what's been going on with them, their slowness and everything else, poor workmanship. So Mr. Matero told the judge that when they finish the 4 houses that they have in progress, that they are going to just quit. They're not going to take on any more houses. So we had, and we've got, I think think y'all probably should have copies of the emails back and forth. Courtney did a letter to Mr. Matera with DSW Homes, just confirming them canceling the contract with us. And they are expected to complete the 4 homes in progress, Ms. Renita Lane, Carolyn Gatson, Betty Brooks, and Norma Langley. So they're gonna finish those 4 and go through the home process, and then they will not get any more homes assigned to them.
And also at the same time, the discussion was that they demoed Ms. Kimball's house without the authority or notifying anybody that's what they were gonna do. So they took full responsibility for no compensation.
Yes, I forgot about that, thank you, Judge.
So they probably will make it on out that lawsuit later on.
As joined the meeting.
I don't think so. I think we're, because Judge had put a hold on doing anything else, from DSW doing anything else, because this house was not supposed to be demoed.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just curious if
But they-
if everything, they're satisfied, they're not
Yes.
gonna come back later on and say.
Oh, no,
okay,
no, they're
that's all I- that's all I-
good. They're the ones that canceled the contract with us.
Okay.
So that's where that
I've
was.
got emails explaining
Yeah.
and him just explaining our conversation that we had in writing. And I got Ms. Courtney to write a response letter. And so everything should be up to home. No problem. Ms. Courtney, you have anything to say on that?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr.
So moved, I make the motion.
I second that motion. I second. Bill Fuller made the motion, Mr. White, second, acknowledge the approval of this, W determination, contract with Union County. Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye, vote. At this time, we're gonna, go into executive session. We'll ask Ms. Liz, from Ms. Courtney, stay in, please.
The motion and a vote to go into executive session.
Need a motion to go into executive, I'll make that motion to go into executive session.
Motion was made, second, we go to executive session. All in favor? Contract Environmental and Infrastructure Incorporated for administration of the GLO contract 18-380-000-8093 and 18-385-000-8094 and 2015 housing program. And you got anything you want to say on that, Ms. Lee?
No, sir.
Okay, I hear any motion on that?
So moved.
Second.
Motion been made and second that we terminate the contract between Athens Environmental and Infrastructure for the housing program 2015. Made by Gene Thompson, second by T. Conley. And is there any discussion?
I'll provide notice to them today.
And the notice will be provided to them today by our legal department. No discussion, all in favor? 5-0. Number 4, discussing appropriate authorizing Union County administrator remainer of the jail contract 18-380-000-8093 and 18-385-000-8094 2015 housing program.
So moved.
Motion been made by Bill Fuller, second by Gene Thompson, but we authorize you county administrator to rest the remaining of the GLO contracts for the 2015 housing program. Any discussion? Not all in favor? 5-0. Number 6 is discussing appropriate staffing guidelines for hazardous pay during COVID-19 emergency. And that's for the employees' hazardous pay. So, we discussed that a little bit in length.
Do I need to list out? Yeah. We established the beginning and ending dates of the hazard pay period, which starts on March 17th of 2020 and ends on May the 3rd of 2020. All full-time employees will get paid double time during that period at their regular pay. And also the part-time employees that have turned in time sheets during that time will also get paid for that time. And it will be paid before June 15th. Did I get all that right?
On the part-time, is it double time you didn't say, or?
They'll just get paid again for their what they had already gotten paid during that pay period. They'll get paid again.
Paid again, okay.
So whatever they made for that pay
Whatever they
period will
made,
be
they'll
double.
get
Paid
again for
by
this.
June 16th, you said?
Man,
Okay, nothing, I got it, okay.
I make the motion that we accept the established guidelines for the hazardous pay during the COVID-19 emergencies.
Second?
Motion been made and seconded that we would pay the hazard pay during COVID-19 emergency starting March the 17th, stopping May the 3rd, 2020. And be paid to all full-time and part-time workers with under time sheet.
Expand on
He
that,
entered in
and
at
say that
17.
just for this time, and then the handbook will be, the policy will be changed at a later date.
There'll be more
Said 11:17.
defined, and the new handbook is coming out later this year.
Okay.
Will there be more discussion? All in favor? 5-0. Hear a motion to adjourn?
No, 7,
number 7.
number 7. There you go.
Okay, number 7 is the resolution acknowledging term and condition of the 2020 HELP American Vote Act. I think this is going to pertain to election, and I'll let Mr. Cleveland spell
This
that.
is another part of the CARES Act that has come down. There's several, we've got the big one that we had talked about earlier that the county is getting about. They've got little pieces of it out there. There's another one that is for the Help America Vote Act. It has to do with the changes that are going to be coming in the 2020 election. So we're allocated federal share of $13,976.07, and county share is going to be $2,795.21. And it's going to cover, I guess, dividing people out while they're working. They're suggesting you have somebody, an extra person standing at the door, making sure they're separated, making sure they sanitize their hands, things like
The
that.
social
Security.
distancing
This and
and
that, they're gonna be an extra cost of
Supplies.
mailing out ballots, you know, more people want to mail out ballots. So all of that is covered under this. We had to have the resolution approved, and there's some signatures that we'll need for us to accept this money. And I've already been working with Ms. Duckworth to track everything that we'll be doing during election.
We're not trying to go to a mail out now,
No, but there's gonna be more people wanting mail out, so that extra cost is gonna be covered in.
Anybody that's disabled or 65 and older, they qualify to vote by mail just because they want to. And they're trying to really push that part of it.
Yeah.
But as far as I understand and everything, there has been some places trying to do strictly mail outs to everybody, and no, that is not something we will even, unless the law changes and they say that it's appropriate to do that, we will not even be attempting that.
So have you got a projected figure of cost on it?
Not at this point, because like this next election, I feel like we're not gonna probably do much of anything. But now the November is when it's gonna be the big one.
And it's also educated voters too. That was the other thing. I knew there was something else. Having some additional flyers out there telling them about.
Right, and that is something we've got time to actually, because we can get through the July one and then we can amp up and start, trying to do some of this stuff for the November.
So this will be applied to the July and the November?
Yes.
Right, because whatever we purchase for the polling locations, that will be used over and over. I mean, I don't throw cardboard dividers away. I mean, we designate and we
The new
reuse.
things that we're gonna need at each polling location is the forehead thermometers
Yes.
and the hand sanitizer stations and stuff like that. That's the new stuff that we're gonna need, and that's all gonna be covered.
So are you gonna have to hire another person to stay there and do that?
You also want to hire somebody to let just so many people in.
Yeah, you're gonna have somebody at the door.
You actually want to have two people.
And this'll help.
Govern the population,
Well-
others to do the.
And it's kind of going to depend on which location, because there's certain locations that I may need 3 more people, at their location, and then, others I may only need 1, extra person. So it's going to depend on the voter turnout for each. So it's kind of hard right now to kind of say, yeah, but I know I'll need probably at least 1 at each one.
So what about the election in July? How many do you think is gonna turn out for that? Nobody?
I think it's gonna be, the ones that normally vote by mail, they'll probably send theirs back in, but I honestly think people going to the poll to vote is probably gonna be, now, precinct 1 may be a little bit more than normal, for something like this, because they do have a contested race locally.
In November, do we have the Republican and the Democrat in the same room, or do we have 2 separate places for them?
No, they'll all be in November, everybody's on the same ballot. So you're not designated, the workers are not designated one way or the other. You try to do it equally, get an equal number of Republicans, equal number of Democrats, working together, but in November, it's not separated. It's all one ballot. Makes it so much
Yeah,
easier.
I knew that, but a lot of people don't.
I left the meeting.
Everybody, who was it? You made that motion.
Hasn't one been made, but I'll make it. I'll make a motion to approve the resolution acknowledging terms and conditions for the 2020 Help America Vote Act.
I second.
Motion been made, second. Item number 7. Any discussion? All in favor? 5-0.
Motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Hold it, sign my paper.
Okay, we adjourn at 11:30.
You sure did.